Hey everyone, imagine stepping into a cinema the moment you flip a switch. Vivid colors that pop, blacks so deep they swallow the room, and sound that moves you like a live orchestra. That's exactly what the Hisense 55-inch E6 Cinema Series Hi-QLED 4K UHD Smart Fire TV delivers. And today we're diving deep into why this model could be the game changer you've been waiting for. First off, let us talk about the crown jewel Hi-QLED Color. Hisense has taken the traditional QLED panel and pushed it through a proprietary color enhancement engine that expands the gamut far beyond the usual 95 of DCI P3 you see on most mid-range sets. What does that mean in real life? Picture a sunrise streaming on Netflix. Every pastel pink, amber, and lavender is rendered with a fidelity that feels almost tactile. Or think about a high-octane racing game where the neon-lit cityscape doesn't just look bright. It shines with distinct hues that help you spot a turning point milliseconds faster. The result is a picture that feels alive, whether you're binge-watching a drama or grinding through a multiplayer shooter. Now, color is only half the story. The Total HDR Solution is Hisense's answer to the HDR fragmentation that's left many viewers toggling settings between Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG. This TV automatically detects the incoming HDR format and applies a calibrated tone mapping algorithm that preserves true-to-life detail in both the darkest shadows and the brightest highlights. In a basketball game, that translates to ink black courts where the ball's texture is crystal clear and the glare off the arena lights remains crisp without washing out the players' jerseys. In a nature documentary, you'll see the subtle gradations of a whale's skin against the deep ocean details that often get lost on standard HDR panels. Speaking of cinema, the Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos pairing turns your living room into a home theater. Dolby Vision pushes peak brightness up to 1000 nits on paper, and when combined with Hisense's full-array local dimming, you get those punchy highlights without blooming. Meanwhile, Dolby Atmos adds height channels, so you hear a helicopter swoop over your head or a rainstorm cascade from above, not just from the left or right speakers. I tested this with the latest Marvel release, and the explosion sequences felt like they were happening in the room, an immersive experience that rivals a 2000 soundbar setup. All of that power is wrapped in a Fire TV ecosystem that's smoother than most Android-based smart TVs. The home screen aggregates your favorite apps, Prime Video, Disney, Hulu into a single, scrollable carousel, while the channel guide gives you live TV listings at a glance. The integration is so seamless that you can start a movie on your phone, hand off to the TV with a single tap, and pick up right where you left off without ever opening a menu. For cord cutters, the built-in Fire TV interface eliminates the need for a separate streaming box, saving both space and cost. And let us not forget the Press Ask Alexa voice remote. It's not just a gimmick, it's a practical daily assistant. Want to know the score of the Lakers game while you're cooking? Press the mic button, Ask Alexa, and the TV flashes the latest stats while you keep chopping onions. Need to dim the lights for movie night? A simple Alexa, set living room lights to 30% does the trick, provided you have compatible smart bulbs. The remote also supports quick shortcuts. Hold the Netflix button to launch the app instantly, or press the Game Mode Plus button to reduce input lag and boost refresh rates for a smoother gaming experience. Speaking of Game Mode Plus, the 120Hz motion rate and low latency processing make the E6 a solid contender for console gamers. I connected a PlayStation 5 and noticed virtually zero motion blur during fast-paced racing sequences, and the input lag measured under 15 milliseconds, competitive with dedicated gaming monitors. HDR10 Adaptive further refines the picture based on ambient lighting. So whether you're playing in a dark bedroom or a bright living room, the TV automatically adjusts brightness and contrast for optimal visibility. Now, how does this stack up against the competition? Compared to a Samsung Q70A, the Hisense offers a wider color gamut thanks to Hi-QLED, while matching the 120Hz refresh rate. It also beats many Sony X85J models on HDR performance because of its full-array dimming and Dolby Vision support. Sony often limits HDR to HDR10. On price, the Hisense sits roughly $200–300 lower than its premium rivals, delivering comparable, sometimes superior features without the premium badge. Real-world use cases illustrate the value. For families, the built-in parental controls and Alexa routines let you set bedtime timers and lock mature content with a voice command. For sports fans, the Total HDR Solution ensures you never miss a detail on the field, while the motion rate keeps fast action smooth. For gamers, the low input lag and adaptive HDR keep competitive titles looking crisp and responsive. And for movie lovers, Dolby Vision plus Atmos creates a theater-like immersion that makes every film feel event-worthy. In conclusion, the Hisense 55-inch E6 Cinema Series ISNT, just another 4K TV. It's a well-rounded entertainment hub that blends cutting-edge visual tech, immersive audio, and smart home convenience into a single, affordable package. If you're ready to upgrade from a dated 1080p set, or even from a higher-priced QLED that lacks full HDR support, the E6 should be at the top of your shortlist. So what is the next step? Head over to your favorite retailer, check the current deals,